Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where I'm at right now. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter my circumstances right now. I'm going to act real until I remember. Period. End of discussion. Well, Mark, people are making fun of you, Mark, because of this, this, and that. Act real until I remember. The one relationship that I'm focused on is the one with myself. And because I can do that, what's happening currently is as I'm on my purpose, and as I'm actively doing the things on my purpose for the purpose, things are coming out. Things are shifting. Things are moving. Things are now just, it's like the Grand Central Station. You dig? It's like the Grand Central Station. So the greatest relationship I can cultivate, that I can build, that I can spend time on, that I should ponder on, is the one that is with myself. And when I do that, I am positioning myself actually to the Creator, to the universe, and to God. It just naturally happens. That's just the way it works. For me, at least. That's the way it works. A lot of times we're out there tripping on the other person in the relationship. We're tripping on that other person. We're tripping on our wife. And we're getting caught up with all this stuff. But what we need to remember, if you are not trying to provide her a better position each day, you're doing it wrong. That is a harsh reality. That is a harsh reality. And most people are not going to agree with this. And that is why I'm doing it. I don't want to go down a popular path. I don't want to go down a popular path. You're going to have to do something different. It's a simple thing. You're going to have to do something different. Right there, all that, stop that. Stop that. Stop that. We had a discussion. We had a situation at the Augustine household, and it was a simple situation. It was extremely uncalled for, and we made a very small thing a very big deal. I was outside. My wife was outside. My youngest son comes to the door, and he's looking out now into the carport where we are sitting. Woo! And I said, is there, I'm just talking. I just open my mouth and half of what I'm saying is mumbo jumbo and rubbish. And I was saying, are there Girl Scout cookies, the Girl Scout cookies, the mint, the chocolate with the peanut butter cup, Girl Scout cookies? Oh, I don't think so, says my wife. Are there any more left? Son, can you go look and see if those are, if there's any left? And somehow my wife went in there and was helping him, and I heard her say, "No, these are all that we have. These are all that we have. No, these are all that we have." So I'm thinking, as she looks like she gave the bag to my son to give to me Girl Scout cookies, because that's what I said. I said Girl Scout cookies. the peanut butter cup ones, right? Those are the ones that I like. If you don't know anything about me, I only like peanut butter cup Girl Scout cookies. The ones with the chocolate and the peanut butter inside, kind of like a Reese's Buttercup or peanut butter cup, whatever you call it, whatever those are called. It has peanut butter inside the middle with chocolate around it, smooth chocolate. It's super good, and it has like a cookie. I think it has a cookie inside too as well. It's all wrapped up in one, and you put it in your mouth, and it's so delicious. And those are my favorite cookies. Girl Scout cookies. I don't like any other cookie. If you were to walk up to a grocery store and we're going to buy me some Girl Scout cookies, and there was one box left of the peanut butter cup ones, and then there was thousands more of everything else, and the person before you buys that last box of peanut butter cup Girl Scout cookies, and you were going to buy me a box, you can no longer buy me any other box. That box will be and get rejected. I do not like any other cookie. Anyway, um all right. So I was like, no, I don't, no, I don't want. And so I asked the question again. Is there so they're all gone? Yes, there's no more, but we have these. And let's reiterate that we have these kind. And I took it too far. I took it too far. And I have to fess up. I took it way too far. It's my fault. And I said uh any other cookie that is there is disgusting. Oh gosh. And I'm like, you know, and then Tamara gets mad, and I said, why does it make you upset that I don't like something? Why does it get you upset that I don't like something? I'm curious. I'm really curious. I don't like it. Yeah, I took it too far, but I don't like it. Why does that upset you? That I don't like these cookies? And she went off. And I don't know if I said it like this. It was I'm saying it like this now because I have gotten over it and healed from it and learned from it and grew from it. And so now I'm on the other side. So anything that I have did all those things, I'm on the other side, I usually laugh about because it's so silly, so ridiculous, so ridiculous. And long story short, she we didn't talk, and then like she woke up the next morning and said the reason why she gets mad because she's the one who's providing the food. Mainly she goes and she shops, and she goes and brings back food, and then she during the week she's cooking this food, right? And she prepared this food, and so because I didn't like the Girl Scout cookies that she got, this made her feel some type of way, right? Maybe inadequate, or I messed up, or I did all this work and did this and that, yada 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 yada. And to the guy, he's thinking, you did all this work, you didn't make the freaking cookie. You just picked it up and put it in the thing, and then you did the same thing you would do for anything. You drove and you came back and you put the groceries here, this and that. That's what most, because we're thinking logical, right? But what I'm saying is we're tripping on stuff that is really irrelevant to the purpose of our life. The purpose. Let her rant. Let her be emotional. So those that are on like dating apps, for example, and you're on the dating app, and the girl is now saying, you know, on YouTube, or she's saying in person or whatever, I've met a girl. I wanted him to have emotional intelligence. If you're a single guy, let me give you the translation of what emotional intelligence means. That here's my interpretation of what it means. Here's what I think emotional intelligence is and what she's talking about. What she's talking about is she wants you, and I'm going to say this funny. I'm going to say this funny. She wants you to, when she has all of her breakdowns and all of her mood swings, okay? We call them seasons. There's 4 seasons within a month that a woman goes through that you and I need to understand. There's seasons, okay? And in each season there's a different emotion and a different attitude and a different viewpoint, right? Based upon where she's at and what's going on in these seasons and the different chemicals and stuff like that going on in her brain. I just got a text. Sorry, I got sidetracked. Um, and so, what she means with emotional intelligence is put up with all of that, right? Deal with all of that with me, and don't overreact. Don't be those negative. Don't become those negative emotions or those emotions, whatever they are. They could be positive, but they could be maybe they're just they're misaligned or whatever it is, right? Whatever you fill in the blank, okay? You know what I'm talking about, right? The point is that the man doesn't, what he doesn't do is he doesn't act the same way. Don't act the same way. She's throwing a fit. She's this, and that, yada, 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 yada. The best thing you can do if you don't know what to do, the best thing you can do is just serve her. Just serve her in that moment, like quickly. Just serve her. Serve, 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 serve. And I don't mean Captain Save 'em Ho. I'm talking about you are in a relationship. You're married, okay? And your wife is doing all these things. You serve her because you don't know what's going on, right? And she's not going to be able to process at that moment, maybe. So you're going to just serve her, get whatever, the laundry, the dishes, this, and that, assist in those situations, however you guys have dynamic in your relationship. And then when it's all said and done, maybe after she worked out, she went with some friends or whatever, she took a shower, whatever she did, she came back and she's now ready to process. Now what you're going to do is you're going to come and you're going to be what's the word I'm looking for? You're going to be curious. You're going to be curious in the way you want to receive what was going on. She might bring it up. You when she's relaxed, you can bring it up. When she's relaxed, you can bring it up. Say, "Hey babe, what was going on?" It was like a tornado that came through. What was going on? I'm just curious. Right? Oh, I like to know. I like to know because I care about you. I like to know what the temperature is with my wife. I'm just curious. You were the observer. We talked about that before. You were the observer in this. You're observing and you observed, hey, I don't know what's going on. Let me serve. Let me assist however I can. Okay. Whatever that looks like. I can't tell you that. You're going to have to figure that out. Do that and then come to what the heck is going on instead of tripping on all the different events. Don't match her energy. Don't sit there and try to be, bitchy like she's bitchy or complaining because then she doesn't feel safe. She doesn't feel safe. I want you to read. I'm trying to read something. Where is it? It's not here. Where'd it go? Here we go. Nature doesn't want her to align with a man who is lacking in resources and behaves from scarcity. She is not safe. Right? So she doesn't feel safe. When you match her energy and you start acting bitchy and you start complaining, over the years, over the months, over the days, over the weeks, over the minutes, over time, she's going to break down and she's going to feel not safe. Doesn't matter how tall you are and how many muscles you are and how big your cock is. It just does. None of that stuff matters, right? She doesn't feel safe because you're coming down to her level in a scarcity way. You can come down to her level in the way of curiosity, love, care. You can come down in that way and be like, hey, I'm not feeling the way she's feeling. Let me assist. Let me assist. I'm not feeling the way she's feeling. I'm in a good mood. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. I'm happy at this point in time. So I can use that to help her. You always do it. Why do you always do this? You're always just so negative. Blah, 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 blah. That don't get you nowhere. Always so negative. She's going through different seasons. Right? And you're going to need to figure those out. I don't know what they are. I don't know your woman. You're going to need to figure that out. You've established your purpose. You've established that all that you need as a man is inside already. All that you need as a man is inside already. You have to practice it. You have to put it into work. When I started Trey Show 9, when I started doing this, when I started doing videos, my first video, I can feel the difference. I can feel the difference even right now. I'm in the flow state right now. I'm in the flow state of I don't really care what happens. I don't care where this video goes. I don't really care. All I'm doing is regurgitating the help and regurgitating the lessons and the growth that I have experienced, that I actually live. And as minimal as it may be, it's extraordinary and it's powerful. Because when I look back, it just immediately I get emotional. When I look back, and hear me on this, I look back on the 3rd grade when I was stuttering. I couldn't say anything. I couldn't form a thought. I couldn't articulate a thought to save my life. And that bothered me because people made fun of me. So I didn't talk. I learned not to talk. I talk a lot, but I also don't talk a lot. Even to this day, I won't say things. I didn't want to do video for Trey Show 9 because what if I'm in the middle of the video, I got to stop the video and then yada yada yada. You know what I'm saying? When I'm just talking, I can edit all those little talks out. I don't really know necessarily how to edit the video just yet. I'm still learning all that, but it doesn't matter because that's not what we're doing here. What we're doing here is Trey Show 9 is not just a podcast, but it's a movement. We've turned it into a movement for married men with children that want to get unstuck, that need a reset, that are feeling stuck, and that are not doing anything about it. We it seems, the thing that I'm noticing is that we like to sit in our problems and our issues. It doesn't make any sense. Why? Get help. It makes no sense to me. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. And so My job is to be a light bearer. That's my job. I'm not perfect. I make tons of mistakes. I have tons of success with my relationship. Been married for 15 years, 4 children. We've been up, we've been down, we've been sideways, all thrown like into the ocean, and the waves are just tossing us. And all you see is feet and head flipping and flopping. You know what I mean? Sometimes it looks like that. Sometimes it looks like you walk into our house and there's a tornado in our house. See, there's one right there. There's a tornado in our house. We're at a point right now where we're looking at a low dip and a slowdown of finances. And it might last a month or two. I don't know. It could be less. I don't know. But what I do know is that I'm going to continue to be consistent. I'm going to continue to be consistent because the stakes are higher and higher and higher. The greatest relationship I can cultivate, that I can build, that I can spend time on and ponder on, is the one that is with myself. I'm excited. I'm excited for this year. I'm excited for this time of what we're going to be producing, what we're going to be giving, how we're going to be helping. When you realize your mission, when you realize how you are supposed to be contributing into the society, into your community, when you find that, when you learn that, and you put it into action, you will be and you will feel fulfilled. Here at Trey Show 9, we have the Treyway family, and the Treyway is a triangle. So it's like I don't know how to draw a triangle here. I don't know what that was, but a triangle, and it is with God at the top and the husband and the wife at the other two corners. That is the method. As God coming down, if you will, being with us inside, we can then pour out to our spouses, to our wives. We can give, we can teach, we can love, we can care, we can cultivate a oneness, a newness, right? We can figure it out, right? I have learned to I'm a lion. That's my spirit animal, if you will. That's my character. Very ha ha ha, and I can do things like I have Tourette's of the mouth. I'll just say stuff, and I'm like, oh my gosh, why did I say that? Man, I got to deal with it though. I got to deal with it now. I got to deal with it right now. Now I got to deal with it. Let's go. Let's go. That needed to happen because it was in here. I needed to get that out. Now I can process that. Now I can move on. Energy needs to come through, in, and then back out. It needs a release. You dig? So, the spiritual journey is one of consistent transformation. In order to grow, you must give up the struggle to remain the same and learn to embrace change at all times. Let me read that again. The spiritual journey is one of consistent transformation. Consistent transformation. In order to grow, you must give up your struggle to remain the same and learn to embrace change at all times. Wow. I've been stuck on that for the last few days. And I might be stuck on that, pondering that and cultivating that into my life and becoming that. Knowing that it's a constant transformation, knowing that is it's persistency, being persistent and going and moving. Broke my toe. Cool, let's go. It's in pain. Tape that bad boy up. Rest a little bit. Do what you got to do. Ice that bad boy up. Keep going. Keep going. My wife is naggy. I don't understand. What's going on? The relationship is falling apart, but we got to make it look like it's not falling apart to the rest of the world. Come on. I'm getting tired of that. Let's go. Let's keep pushing on. How do we do this? Mark, I need your help. Trey Show 9, come and help me. Somebody, God, come and help me right now. And if we need to point you to that, we will point you to that. I believe every man should have some sort of spirituality, some sort of discipleship and discipline. Something, something, something. The men that I see succeed have a higher power. They believe in the creator. They believe in God. Those that are successfully moving at this, they're tapped in. They're tapped into becoming and being. They are tapped in. And that's where we will be. I'm not pushing religion. I'm not pushing Christianity or whatever. You have a personal relationship that you need to deal with. All right. Peace. I'm out. That's enough. Love you guys.